This is the Master's Harvest, video number 44, Perfect Fit. Today is March 10, 2026. I'm your host, Daniel Berglund. As usual, I have prepared documents for today's study. They are available as links in the description box below. Donald Trump is the apex ruler of the whole world. He is ruling in the United States, but he is also greater than all other world rulers. In the United States, he is the president. In 2 Esdras chapter 11 verse 29b, he is the middle eagle head in the three-headed eagle prophecy. The scripture says it was greater than the other two heads. In Daniel chapter 7 verse 20, he is the little horn. The scripture says it seemed greater than its fellows. These are three titles for the same person, Donald Trump: President, Middle Eagle Head, and the Little Horn. In his role as the Little Horn, the saints are given into his hand for a time, 2 times, and half a time. Daniel chapter 7 verse 25. This must occur within his second term. Before and after his second term, he is merely a citizen of the United States. He can only have presidential power while he is the reigning president. Trump's second term is scheduled to run from January 20, 2025 to January 20, 2029. It is precisely 1,461.97 days long. Each month, the moon passes through all of its 4 phases. This is also known as one lunation. It is precisely 29.530589 days long. A Hebrew time is 12 lunations. A time, 2 times, and half a time is 42 lunations, which is precisely 1,240.284738 days long. The fulfillment of the 42 lunations must begin within 221.685262 days of Trump's inauguration on January 20, 2025. That is 1,461.97 days less 1,240.284738 days equals 221.685262 days. The latest date to begin the fulfillment is August 29, 2025. We can use 2 additional verses to determine the exact date that the fulfillment of the 42 lunations begins. Daniel chapter 12 verse 12 and 2 Esdras chapter 13 verse 12. Daniel chapter 12 verse 12 tells us, "Blessed is he who waits and comes to the 1,335 days." This is given to us when Daniel is asking about what will happen at the time of the end. The association can be summed up as, day 1335 is at the end. 2 Esdras chapter 13 verse 12 tells us that, "After this I saw the same man come down from the mountain, and call to him another multitude which was peaceable." This is given to us just after the description of the Day of the Lord, DOTL. It is depicting the Feast of Tabernacles, FOTB. The association can be summed up as, the end is FOTB, or the end is the Feast of Tabernacles. Now combine these 2 phrases, day 1335 is at the end, and the end is FOTB, or the end is the Feast of Tabernacles. The combination yields day 1335 is the Feast of Tabernacles. Since the Feast of Tabernacles is at the end, it must come sometime after the 42 lunations. It cannot be the Feast of Tabernacles for 2025, 2026, or 2027. It must be the Feast of Tabernacles for 2028. As a first attempt, we will start counting the lunations on Inauguration Day, the first day that Trump is in power. The first possible start date of the 42 lunations is January 20, 2025, Inauguration Day. The first possible completion date of the 42 lunations is June 13, 2028. Question: do all of the days of the 42 lunations fall within Trump's second term? The answer: yes. Question: does day 1335 fall on Feast of Tabernacles 2028? The answer is no. This results in a failure. The 1335th day lands 20 days short of the Feast of Tabernacles 2028. That did not work, so we will add 20 days to the first possible start date and try again. The correct start date of the 42 lunations is February 9, 2025. The correct completion date of the 42 lunations is July 3, 2028. Question: do all the days of the 42 lunations fall within Trump's second term? Answer: yes. Question: does day 1335 fall on Feast of Tabernacles 2028? The answer: yes. The result: success. The 1335th day lands on Feast of Tabernacles 2028. (93.715262) days remain after the 42 lunations are removed from 1,335 days. Refer to Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. 2.40526 days remain after a season is removed. Refer to Daniel chapter 7, verse 12. And now for the summary in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Start with 1,335 days, the available days from Daniel chapter 12, verse 12. Remove one day so that we don't count the last day twice. It leaves us with 1,334 days. Remove the 42 lunations from Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. That's 1,240.284738 days, also known as a time, 2 times, and half a time. We are left with 93.71526 days. Remove a season, which is a quarter of a year, given to us in Daniel chapter 7, verse 12, and the remainder comes out to 2.40526 days. We don't have an exact place to put these, so I'm going to associate them with the day of the Lord. In this case, that is referring to 2 Esdras chapter 13, verses 8 through 11. That's all for today's study. Until we meet again, blessings to you and your loved ones.